Hello everybody and welcome back to some Railroad Tycoon 2. This time we are in Japan in 1870 with the samurai rides an iron horse. This scenario is quite tricky at the start because we only start with 300k, which means, for starters by the way, just want to say this is worthless, don't bother take that. The extra 50,000 is justifiable. It really is. If you want to go with that, makes total sense. In the long run though, the plus 10% engine speed is good because one of the prerequisites for a gold is to haul, I think something like 50 cargo in a year, I would say. And obviously, the quicker you can go from A to B, the more likely you can squeeze 50 in a single year. So we're going to go ahead and take the 10% engine speed bonus and just hope that we start with a reasonable enough seed to get us just off the ground and away with a simple $300,000. Alright, let's go. Centuries of isolation have put Japan at a disadvantage when competing financially with the Western world. In the late 1860s, Emperor Meiji has decided to import you and other talent from around the globe to build a modern rail system for Japan. By the end of 1899, you must connect Tokyo to Niigata, Nagoya and Sendai for a bronze win. For silver, also connect to Sapporo and Kyoto. So Tokyo's over here, so that's all the way to the north, and then over here. And for gold, you must also connect to Kagoshima and haul at least 50 carloads in a single year. Kagoshima all the way down here in the south. Yes, I'm showing off the fact that I know a teeny bit about Japan. Alright, so let's pause for just a moment. Now, it is kind of recommended that you start in Tokyo, which makes total sense given the sheer amount of houses here. Not to mention ports are vital in this scenario, as they produce iron, food, and cotton, and then they demand goods as well, so you can get something good going on here. But you have a couple of options though. You can also build wherever you like, so it's not one of those scenarios. There's a textile mill up here. I think we'll be utilising that someday. There are a few options though. For instance, over here, wow, we have not lucked out. Nearly. We've got the two ports, which is nice, but we need the houses close to each other because we need one of these stations to be a small station, and you need at least 4 houses to have a demand of passengers. So unfortunately we can't go for Fukui or Kanazawa, unfortunately. We do also have Osaka and Kyoto, which are right next door to each other. We also have these 2 ports right next to each other, which actually, if we do this, get a bit of rail along here. What is the gradient here? Don't do that. Huh. This is legitimately an option, actually. In fact, just the sheer amount of food. And we've got the iron here as well. Hello. Okay, with a small station, we can connect here. And then eventually we'll up it to a medium station. Yep, and that has everything in it. And then we can get the iron going. Can we get by with, say, 200k? This is where the extra 50k would be very useful, isn't it? Oh, we need this up here, actually. I'd like this to be a straight line, though. Because it is about here, isn't it? What if we build the medium here? No, that would be a bit off. Just trying to think about saving money in the long run. We could go here, actually. No, we want to get both of them. This is going to be the medium station. We've got a lot of passengers there. That's really nice. And then we can get cotton there. So we'll start off with a small station here. We're just going to work with passengers to begin with. Yeah, this is where we're starting. So most people go from Tokyo over to Maebashi, but we're not going to be doing that. Got Hamamatsu. There's Nagoya. Lovely. I'm going back to, just want to show off, I'm going back to Japan in November myself. It is a very fun place. We want to go here. Is this definitely what we want to do? Yeah, I think it is. It says 0% here. I just realised it looks absolutely god-awful, but no, I think we're not. I may have messed this up. Oh, this is going to be a bit tricky. This is fine. This will be totally fine, I'm sure. There'll be no consequences. Right, at least we can get the train going. Let's get a couple of passengers, the mail and the food. And that's it for now. And then over here, we are going to go probably just a passengers and a mail to start with. And eventually we'll boost this up. We cannot issue any bonds. Issue any stock. We'll freaking cut that. We do not need that. We could also buy some stock. In fact, how much money have I got? I've got quite a bit here. Hang on. Done. Can I issue some stock now? Maybe? Yes. A little... Okay, a little 11k. I'll take it. We'll go from there. Okay, off you go. So we're not going to get a lot of money from this because it's very close. But as long as we have a frequent demand, we will have a frequent bit of income come in. We have no debt, therefore this money should not really deplete much. It'll just be whatever we need to service the track, the train, overhead costs, which I should have thought about. Train speed being faster, I'm actually fine with that. We don't need to worry about fuel costs, but I think the extra train speed, because this thing's going to go... Yeah, it's handling the gradients quite nicely. 3.5%, it should build up a bit of speed to get over there. But this is okay. That's good, okay. Water, sanding, we'll start off with those two here. Okay, very good, so we do need to get our infrastructure going. I should really be micromanaging this, but that's fine. It's only an additional 10 tons, but that's a nice light train right now. But yeah, we do need to micromanage the start here. I maybe should actually have gone for the steel mill. Or rather the large station here. We can get by without a roundhouse for a long time, as long as we get those first two bits in right. Yeah, you're flying through that. That's easy. Okay, hang on. What have you got? No mail. One of those. Two of these. Done. Right. 3 carriages there. Once it tops 100k, we can build a medium station, and then suddenly we're looking really quite nice here. We've got a lot of cargo to go from A to B. Might even make this... I mean, we're going to have a few regular carriages on here. We've got loads of food and iron. Yeah, a lot. We'll also get the additional bit of housing. So we should get more passengers as well. Okay, come on. Get there. Get there. Oh, we could just about build it. Medium station. Thank you very much. Okay, alright. You're unloading. Okay, from Kyoto, just take the 1 passenger, please. Nice and quick. So how much do we get for that? 12k. Basically about 10k, but that's okay. It's just to get back across. Now, from Osaka here, you now demand cotton and iron. So we'll take the 1 passenger. We will take 1 food. Let's go big on this first one. And then from then on, we're probably going to take 1 back at a time, because this is making the journey a few times a year. Although going back, it's going to be taking some goods back, so it will slow the train down. Okay, the Osaka rockets. Okay, it's going to be the Osaka Okonomiyaki, I want to say. The pancake. The sort of... oh, that's fine. Leave that as it is. Yeah, that's a famous food from Osaka, as it is Hiroshima as well, actually. They have 2 different variants, and they will go to war over which is better. So make sure you, when you're in Osaka, you say Osakan style is better. And obviously vice versa if you're in Hiroshima. Which one do I prefer? It's basically sorry, what is okonomiyaki? It's like a cabbage pancake with mixture, for like an egg mixture, like a batter mixture in it. And sometimes you get some meat in it if you want. Yeah, it's really like B-grade cuisine, as it were, street food type thing. Very, very tasty, I have to admit. Didn't think I'd like it as much as I did, but I certainly did. Okay, anyway, so we're not massively profitable. That is fine for now. But have a look at how slow this train is for the meantime. Not amazing. But we'll grab these 2, and then from here... the 1 food. I think I'm going to take all of this. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Great. Very good. 2 of those, 2 of those. We'll keep it as 4 carriages. Eventually we're going to get a better train going along here. We will indeed. This should make us a little bit. There we go. Yeah. Okay, that's good. But yeah, Hiroshima style. okonomiyaki, might as well whilst we're waiting for stuff to happen, is much larger. It's like a proper big meal, and it's got loads of noodles in it. So rather than just cabbage, there's noodles in it. It's kind of layered as well. There's lots of different layers. That's really neat. Akita has offered a bonus of 300,000. Home of the Akita dog, of course. We've got cattle there. We've got... Okay, we may just want to get some passengers running here. I think if we just build the station, do we not get the bonus? Because if we do, that would be kind of awesome. And this is where we need a better train, and we will get better trains, I'm hoping. I really am hoping we get some better trains, because we need them. Okay, we are going to need to build a customs house here. I don't want any delays. So, that's for sure. Yeah, that's fine. I might go like this. Yeah, I like that. One carriage less going this way just to speed up the process slightly. Yeah, that should be good. And one of everything. We cannot buy any industries in this scenario. I'm sure you've realised that already. Which is fine. 60k there, that's okay. Right, so that's making about 60 a time. We should have doubled our profits, I reckon, this year. And then we can start thinking about maybe, on this occasion, we go medium station here. Get the port in medium station here. We get the port and a couple of houses. This is actually quite a good, viable option if we go straight there. Kind of go up and around. Easy. I think that might be what we do here. Obviously, we've got no competitors, in case you also haven't realised already. It really is just you in the map. And double check the year, actually. We need to do all of this by 1899. We've got a good length of time then to make this happen. Yeah. Kyoto, by the way, lovely place, but it is rather busy, I will say. I was very lucky when I went, because it was about 10 days after after Japan released its lockdown, actually. Just lucky timing, seriously, was when we went to Japan one of the times. So it was fairly quiet there. But normally it's quite a busy place. Okay, Tokushima? I'm not very familiar with Tokushima, actually. Is that on... I always forget the name of this island, to be honest with you. There's 4 prefectures on it. Might be Kochi, actually, is the name of the island. I'm not sure. Maybe it's Tokushima Island. I don't know. But yeah, sorry, let's carry on. Something I wanted to do is issue... Can we issue a bond now? No. Issue some stock. We will do that. That's good news. I might even want to buy... Should really have bought it first. I'll wait then until next time so we can squeeze a little bit more money out of it. Just want to make sure everything's fine here. Yes, we have lots. We might want to double this up. Now there's an idea. There's a legitimate idea, actually. That would be cheaper too. We just go double track. You know when your part of you's like something's wrong with this, but I don't see the problem. No, I don't see the problem. The only thing is, I do need to think about getting that roundhouse going soon. Oh, for 80,000, a Western importer can ship the Iron Duke and the 8-wheeler. Okay. Maybe that was a waste of money then, all that track, but we are definitely getting these because they are infinitely better than the Vulcan. I love the Vulcan, actually. It's a fantastic train. We need to wait until you've, done your thing, because that'll mess the whole thing up. There we go. Right. Yeah, make sure you wait until the train's sort of loaded and going away, but this is more expensive to run. Maybe we do continue with the Vulcan then. I might actually. I might just do that. Okay, you're going to go back down to 1, carry on with 2 there. You've got those, that's fine. 1 passenger, good. Right, off you go. I'm going to continue with the Vulcan here because it's very cheap to run. And it's working just fine. As slow as it is here. Okay, economy growing. That's fine. That means more money for all of our cargo. Right, you're looking good there. Let's bring in that second Vulcan because it's slower this way. So, off you go. Good. More money. That's what we want. Right, we know that textile mill won't be going anywhere. I don't think any of the buildings move, to be honest, if you're not able to purchase them. Because then you can't influence them, can you? Right, we are going to have to go and build that roundhouse. So I'm going to build that now. Okay. Very good. So this route is now set. We have now hopefully near doubled our income as well on a yearly basis. Not this year, but next year might come close to it. Although, because we'll be supplying it more, the value for all of the cargo is going to go down, but that's okay. Anyway, that is not so much a problem. But yeah, this seems to be... We are producing enough cotton here. So that's good. Very good. 141. Really nice. Can I build this? Right, where would I place this anyway? There. So if I make this just a small station, just to get it built... Do I get the money? No. Boo. I'm a bit annoyed by that. That's a waste of 50k. Oh well. Okay, Meiji passes compulsory education system. Law increases passenger traffic by 20% and boom times ahead, so lots of money for the cargo. Unfortunately, we're really not able to utilize that right now. Can't issue any stock. Bit where there is going to be some sort of recession and then we could be in a bit of trouble. This is where having the shorter routes is not the best, but I think we've paced these out quite nicely, by the way, in terms of the route itself. Only one there. Okay. I might then, once you're done, you could just take one, and then you can take one of something else, I suppose. Yeah. Passenger. Take an additional, what's that, 25 tons, 25 tons. Take an additional passenger, we probably get more money for that, really. Yeah. No, it needs to weigh the same, because then the train will be slower. Yes, that is the way I'm thinking about this. So we'll go for an additional food, because maybe then we get the extra house there. And maybe we do something else with here. I just realised we have Tokyo itself. That would be a nice route, but we need more money. So we need to create more small routes. We've got 171. We're not doing too bad then. 404.5%. Oh, that is not a nice... 82k there. I don't like that. I think I'm going to go up here then next. Okay, we've got about 387k here. I reckon we might just about be able to do this. So we want to try and bring this along as far as possible, although we kind of want everything that we can in here. So there we go, there's one there. And what's the furthest? This is more or less ideal. What about if we were to do it here? That's all in. That's it, right? That's got to be it. Yeah, we've done it. We can do it here. Beautiful, look at that. Okay, we are going to make this an 8-wheeler. Make us a better train. Okay, so what do you want? What do you demand? You demand goods. You don't demand cotton. There's no use of cotton. It really is just getting iron from here to here. That is the only thing you like. So we'll go from here. Let's start with something more. Let's maybe go straight in with the sustainable option. Passengers. Double. Yeah, let's do this for now. I think I might again go for a micromanagement approach. But we'll do this. Might even go for a caboose, actually. And you can definitely haul stuff, so there we go. Okay, good. We'll actually have more income. And we damn well need that. It's also slightly further distance, so maybe we'll get a tiny bit more money for that. And, yep, you're finally off. I mean, barely, but it's something. And there we go, first one in. Let's get that sanding and water tower going. I've also reduced this to just take one of everything as well from Kanazawa. So one passenger, one food, one iron. And here, I mean, this is just a one-off, just to sort of load it up. Really get it going for this first express. There we go. I'm probably going to go for a 2-and-1 maybe. Maybe this. Although to be honest, I don't think you're ever going to have that many. so I may actually make this a bit shorter. But there we go. We should have more income coming in. Over here, we want to make that a medium station at some point. I could also go with a large station kind of further away, like so. We get most of the... We get most of it. In fact, if we actually do it here, it might be a little bit flatter land. Yeah, here it is. Look at this. That's not bad, is it? Yeah, I think that's the way we're going to do it. So we've got Akita over here. Produce and steel. There's no resources. It would strictly be a passenger train. That's fine, though. Grain silo, no use. But we're going to need it. Yeah, we need to make that a large station. But we're going to have to wait for a little bit more income to drop. Okay, let's have a little look of about 3 years in now. How we're doing. We are quite profitable, actually. It's at 500,000 there, which is pretty damn nice. Okay. Can't issue any stock yet. Do we want to change the manager? Probably not. Steam engine purchase is nice, but again, I'm going to maintain the train speed. This is nice and quick, isn't it? Have a look at that. Just a little bit. The Kanazawa Kawaii. There we go. Kawaii. Very good. Alright, over here. Yeah, let's get that large station going. It's going to be facing this way. Everything's in. Okay, a lot of passengers. Single track going this way. Oh, and we get the 300. Yes, because it's now connected to a different station. What is the benefit of a large station over a medium here? There is absolutely no benefit, so we're just going to pay the 100. That's what we're going to do here. And away we go. Let's get a... Oh, there is a steep gradient. That is going to make a difference here, I reckon. That said, I'm still going to go with the wheeler here. So this is nice, isn't it? Get a load of this. They want to go dining carts. 15 tons. It's not too bad. Food. Done. Up here. Similar thing again. Just remove these two. Done. Alright. I think we'll also have to get the likes of a saloon and stuff going there. Let's also, over here, build the roundhouse, because we've not built that yet. So this is now sustainable. Also, you can add a mail, apparently. Well, do you know what? Let's just quickly do that now. Just as a one-off. Yes, that's it. Just that little hint of micromanagement can get us a little bit more money each year. Each train is nicely profitable, though. There we go. Yeah, what's this looking at? 70,000. It is very slow going that way. I might lose one of these next time I'm out. I also think I'm going to want to add a caboose on each of these. There we go. Yes. Because their breakdown chances are getting quite high. Yeah. That is way too slow. Going that way anyway. Going this way, it'll be just fine. No problem there. Right, this is looking good. Sandine water. Large station, saloon. And a roundhouse? Can we build the lots? We can. I'd rather go for the small hotel, though. There we go. Increased passenger revenue. Like I said, we cover quite a few houses here. Aomori. Aomori famous for its apples, I believe it is. And Yamagata over here is famous for its cherries. Apparently Aomori is one of the more beautiful prefectures of Japan. And of course here you've got Sapporo, or Hokkaido Prefecture, which is the entire island here. Sapporo is the most famous city there. You've got Hakodate as well down here, but obviously not on the map this time. Alright, how are we looking over here? Pretty good, that's fine. You'll get over quite quickly. Let's add, not the post office, the sanding, the water. No, we don't want those. Large restaurant, small hotel. Can we add all of that? Wow, we have exactly enough. Good. And down it goes. Okay. So, yes, it's a bit slow getting uphill. Should be marginally quicker next time because we have one less carriage. The passenger carriages are also a little bit lighter too. The Akuta Doggo. There we go. Marvellous. How are we looking here? Perfect. I don't think I want to make any changes there, to be honest with you. Could potentially get some cotton going over here. That is always an option. We'll think about that down the line if when we need to... Yeah, we could actually. When we need to, though, when we're looking to fill out the extra carriages. Is it 50 carloads in a single year? Yes, it is. Okay, good. No problem. I wonder what we're on. Have a quick look here. It should tell us. Probably won't, though. No, nothing on status. Oh, no, here we go. Truck mileage, loads, no. Look, loads hauled 42 last year. Or was that overall? That's got to be last year. 71, 21, 42, 44 this year. We're nearly done. So, yeah, not hard. Like, we're just taking a different approach, a very short distance approach, essentially. But that's fine. I mean, we're still very profitable. Get a look at that. And I didn't even issue any stock, speaking of which. I think I might do that this time around. Oh yeah, we've got to do that. So let's issue some more. 162. Now we're talking, and we've not even utilised Tokyo yet. Once we get this line going, suddenly we're going to be gushing in cash. We're going to have it all going on. This might end up being quite a short scenario if we get this right, but we have to get this right. This is quite a tricky route to get. We were actually eyeing up doing this route in the trip in November, but we've decided to go for Shizuoka by Fuji instead. Oh, that is just ridiculous. Remember, we just need to make the connection to all the places. We don't actually need to... We don't need them to be good connections. Just connect. That's honestly the only objective. That is probably... Yeah. Two and a half's not bad, actually. But it's got to stay at 2.5. So I'm more tempted to do this. Yeah, I think this is better. There we go. That's it. Comes down here. 177. Great. Got to go for a stone railway bridge, though. Okay, we need a good bit more. I'm just glad we got the initial track down. And we want to probably get... Get it going here, maybe? A large station? Get rid of that. Can we get by for medium? No, I think we need to make that a large station. Okay, so we're going to need 200k there. We're going to want... We could get by for medium here. I think I want a large station, though. I mean, just look at this. This covers so much. Yeah. Get it going there. 400 plus the stone bridge. We still need... We might have to wait till the start of next year to do this, actually. Oh, here we go. Robert Gerwig has just finished some mountain work in Europe. If you act now, you can get him to run your hilly expedition. It'll take 50,000 to get him over here immediately. Gerwig can cut your track building cost by 50% and bridging by 30%. Good for the expansion, right? Yeah, let's do it. We need to pay for those bridges, so... Suddenly, this does cut a good bit of money off, but the trains are slower, obviously, as a result. Bridge building, 40% cheaper. That's kind of what I'm looking at here. It's not the mountainous, it's the bridge building. There are quite a lot of bridges, and we're going to need to do... Like, we might end up... You know, Yamaguchi to... Kitayushu or Hiroshima could be good. We've got this as an option then, suddenly. Or rather, the initial capital isn't too bad. Yeah. Now that I think about it, maybe that wasn't the right way to go, but that's okay. We can always get him back when he appears again. Besides, the trains are still performing just fine. Alright, we are going to need... Oh, your contacts in the west have made the Iron Duke and 8-wheeler purchase available. Well, we already had it, to be fair. Did we need it? I guess for here, really. I still think it was worth doing. Okay, we are going to need to issue some stock now. That's the only way we're going to be able to finish this off. We've got both stations built. I'm adamant about having the stone bridge there, I think. There it is. Done. Let's actually go ahead and get that 8-wheeler in now. Look at this. Ooh. You demand pulpwood. That changes things a little bit. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Food. Cotton. Caboose. And we bring... You do demand paper, I bet. Yeah. Up to Sendai. From Sendai, we reduce this quite considerably. To 2. 1 goods. 1 or 2 pulpwood? Probably 1 pulpwood. And there you go. And I think that's our lot. Yeah. Let's see how you get on. And finally, making some real money now. I've got a line going up to Sendai. It's relatively not too flat. Nothing above a 3% gradient, which is nice. Don't have to slow down much for the stone bridge, so you can just go. But once we get this going, suddenly things are looking a lot better. But yeah, issuing some stock for that last bit of cash for it was necessary. Yeah, this will be a very profitable route, although again, a little bit slow there. We may want to get a second train going here. No port in Sendai, which is a surprise. That's where the logs, that's where the pulpwood's coming on. It will only produce 1 a year. Do demand coal. We could get some coal around here. Perhaps in Maebashi, we sort of make a secondary route going over this way. In fact, with that in mind, I think we can... Can you not just go straight this way? Not too sure about this. Perhaps you can get a station here that covers most of it. That might work. But yeah, that could actually work. We may have to go for the Iron Duke here. Because this has taken a little while to get across. It's all very uphill this way. I think I might do that, actually. Then again, have a little look at the tonnages. Is it that much of a difference? It does have a lot more horsepower. So do you know what? I'm gonna fork out the money for it. I think it's worth you taking that. And up you go. Well, that's taken almost all year to get up here. Hopefully that'll change soon, though. I think what I will do, though, is get that roundhouse water sounding all in now. So that's done. Down here we may need a water and a sanding tower. I'll sort of... at the very least, yeah, you know what, let's get these two. Let's just get them in. Okay, now this is obviously very heavily concentrated in passengers, so we are going to go ahead and build all of these here. The small hotel. Looks good to me. And we'll do something similar up here. I think we can only build these for now. That's okay. It's something. But yeah, that Iron Duke is going to be very profitable. As it's a longer route, it is worth forking out more money for the train. We will try and get down here to Maebashi, so that we can utilize the coal that's here. We'll get a few more passengers down, although they've stopped accepting raw iron. I didn't even consider tool and die factories as an option, actually. Just as well I didn't, actually. We're not producing any steel, we're just basically throwing loads of iron in there. Does demand it, so there is that. That pulpwood should be relatively profitable for what it is, I reckon. Do we want to double this route up? Probably from the Tokyo side of things. Yeah, I think we might. It's a shame there's nothing that demands any coal or logs here, because we would be having a great time with that. We could potentially... No, there isn't really anything that converts over. There is the cotton, isn't there? That's about it. And then it's in customs down here. It's not too long, though. Okay, very good. That's fine. I think you might be fine as one route for now. Alright, let's have a little look here, then. We want to sort of try and get this across. That might work. Is that close enough? Yeah, that'll do. That'll do it. Okay. We'll get one more Iron Duke. Go from Sendai. Take a passengers. Couple of coal. Done. Tamebeshi. Done. Okay, good. It's something. Is all I can really say about this. But yeah, there's 6 houses here and the steel mill, so that should be nice and profitable. We do obviously need to double track up. Hello? Didn't see this consolidation coming in. Okay, that's like a really good train. That's kind of one of the best trains of this era, actually, in the game. We're going to need one of these two to arrive before we double track this up. So the reason I went for the roundhouse here so that we technically shouldn't need to build anything else here. Like, nothing. Do need to build the small hotel in Tokyo. Let's see how you're getting on. You're going to make a decent bit of money. I think we may want to switch out the Dukes. Yeah, we do. These are way better. Oh, considerably so. Alright, come on then. You can be replaced. You're cheaper to run as well. And you'll be a lot quicker along here. Yeah, that's worth doing. Economy cooling. That's less good. We should actually have bought more stock as well. How's my cash? Not too bad. Issue some stock. There we go. Replace this. If that, you should be just getting in there now. Where are you going to send? No, you're going to the wrong place. Do you see what happened there? You need to make sure it is, when it gets just getting to the station, it can mess it all up. But at least we spotted that at least. Okay, there we go. Good. Unfortunately, they are kind of coming in at the same-ish time. Alright, I think we will replace this 8-wheeler as well for consolidation so it can actually get up that hill a lot better. It always seems to have a supply, so it will run a lot quicker too. What's the expense difference between the two trains? 5 and 22, not much difference really. So up to Almora you go. You should be much quicker. Oh, that is good. Okay, now we need to think about further expansion as well. So we're in January. I have already issued some stock, I think. I've got 400k to play with. There's Kagoshima. Miyazaki. Miyazaki's got a good number of passengers there. Might be worth kind of getting a little route going over here to Kitakyushu. What if we did something like this? Not bad. Actually. That could be very profitable. In that case, let's do that. Got a couple of medium houses. Yeah. That's it. I think it's just going to be for passengers. Yeah, we could maybe get something going on here. Possibly. I think this is going to be fine as a single train. We'll just make sure it stays really flat. Like this. Just follow the coast. It's not hurting anyone. Oh, what's that all about? This is fine, actually. Let's spin the camera around. Don't quite think we have enough. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. We have enough, but we don't have enough for the train itself. There it is. Beautiful. Okay. Who's got the most passengers? You can go passenger, just 2 of them. And do the same there. Good. Probably should have gone for an extra one for the first one, but there we go. That'll give us a bit more money. Because we're pretty much at the point now where, going back to the briefing, we just need to make the connection from Tokyo to everywhere. Essentially, every sort of point. So we'd need to connect, say, Sendai all the way up to Akita. Then we just build a little rail going across here. It doesn't need to be useful or profitable. We don't need to actually use it. We just need to make the connection. So really, one strategy is to just build up a massive pool of money and then make all the connections then. We've got our easy one down to Kagoshima here. But yeah, this is a perfect little route, isn't it? this will be nice and profitable, especially if we go ahead and build hotels and stuff around there. Speaking of, first thing I think I'll do is water sanding here. Can you afford that? No, we can't. That's fine. That's fine. There we go. We need to build that hotel in Tokyo. There it is. Oh no, I did build it. So Sendai, has it got it? No, it does need it though. That's it. Excellent. Keep the money going. Yeah, look at this train. 193. Bearing in mind this is it's not a recession, but it's a bit of a flat economy. Large hotels. Oh, that would have been useful earlier. I'm not going to fork out the extra money for the extra 10%, but I will build them down here though. That is really good. Okay, large hotel. Nope. These. There we go. How good is that? Is there anything we're missing? No, that's it. Do we maybe want to see about throwing the extra passenger on if we can? Unloading, can you load the extra one? Yes, you can. Go. Good. Okay. You've got a lot there. Might actually go a bit fuller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many are you connected to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 each, yeah. That makes for a really good passenger route, so I'm glad we spotted that. Right, over here we are going to need to build a water tower. We will also get a few of the extras in now as well. Alright, new year, issue some stock. We are now going to start building up a bit of money. I'm also going to go ahead and pick up the large hotel. There we go. Water tower there. This route is now officially complete, and it has been pretty well optimized, I would say. Miyazaki with the 2. You know what? Let's... Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Mail is just so unreliable. The fact that you can get 0 mail, even with 7 houses, it just feels a bit pointless, really, doing much about that. How are you guys doing? You're not too close to breaking down or anything. As a route, though, I wonder if this is still worth using. You broke down. Okay. Maybe stop there for a bit. I think we need this to sort of calm it anyway. We may actually want to... Okay. I'm just thinking here. I might actually get these going again. And replace... We can't. Oh, you're broken down, of course. Don't know why I thought that. I might get this going on one consolidation, because that will be nippy. And it'll be a little less annoying to micromanage. Here we go. There's that double track coming in handy. Right, I'm actually going to just retire this train. And once you're on your way, we'll replace you with a consolidation. Done. That's it. Looks good. We've got 6 trains going. And you missed out on all those passengers. That's a shame, isn't it? Maybe we will just keep it as this then. Yeah, is it going to be one of those where I'm constantly missing out on stuff? It might be. But because, do you know what? We're regularly seeing a lot of extras. I'm going to keep it with the extra passenger carriage. They only weigh 10 tons apiece when they're empty, so it's not going to slow the train down. And it could net us a good bit of extra money. And now that we've come in here, I am going to go ahead and add quite a bit extra. There we go. And how much we saying this should be? I was going to say our biggest one yet, but not yet. Well, here it is. Very good. Okay. Bit of extra mail there. We're up to 1.1 million, and we've got... I didn't even see you here. Hello. Can we get something good going here? I think we might be able to, actually. Yeah, look at this. Perfect. Get everything there. Just encapsulate everything we can. Can we do this? That might be the way. First of all, though, let's... Where can we sort of safely do this, if that makes sense? That looks good. Because we've got a lot of iron we can use there. That might do it. Yeah. Okay. Another one going. there's a good bit of distance here between them as well. So we go passengers 4 iron, probably 2 passengers 3 iron, 2 and 2. Let's go 2 3 for now. And over here it's just going to be like 1 passengers back, I would say. There's only a few houses. Okay, we've actually seen a stock split. Not that that means anything, but you know. Can we issue some more stock? Yes. See, this is it. The better we make our company, the more stock we can actually sell, or the higher the price we can sell that stock for. But yeah, this is looking really nice now. Engineers develop steel railway bridges. That'll be good for making those last connections, although we're going to go wooden probably, because I think they're the cheapest. We could possibly have something going over here, but I don't think I am. It's just too hilly, I'd say, to make it any useful. So this guy is going to be clutch. The mountainous track building for actually making all these last connections, because obviously Japan is famously mountainous. And that's going to reduce the cost of just finishing the scenario, essentially. Okay, so we have enough to actually get the bronze now. That's about 400k. This is over to Niigata about 300 plus the station, so let's call that 1 million. So that's really good. We've got the prerequisites for that. We need to go to Sapporo and Kyoto, so we need to connect to Nagoya, essentially, over here. That is another, we'll call that 300, 1.3. This is the icky tricky one. We need to go 300 plus 400, 1.7. Right, here we go. Let's go. Oh, there's not an amazing way to do this, is there? Oi. If you come to think about it, maybe we are better off just doing this. So let's call that 3 million, shall we? And then we've got to go all the way to Kagoshima as well. So maybe about 5 million then? Oh, hello. Already? You've only just been brought into service. Alright, so we are at about 3.7 million. I'm going to wait just a touch longer, just so I can issue a bit of stock. Is that? No, we're very close. Maybe I'll wait till February then. Let's see. I should be able to do it now. Yeah, there we go. Very close. Okay, 4 million. Okay, let's go ahead and grab that bronze now, shall we? So we just want to make this connection kind of as short as possible by every definition. Yeah, there we go. It technically is a connection. Very good. And then over here, we managed to do it for less than I thought we'd do it, actually. This does technically mean it is connected to Tokyo alternatively. Why don't we just do this? How much is that? 400. No, that's actually the best way to do it. 371. Yeah, sure. Hang on, that's wrong. There we go. Okay. And that is connected to Nagoya. So we have actually done that now, if I'm not mistaken. You're connected there to Niigata. No little prompt to say, well done you, is there? Briefing. And Sendai, Nagoya, Niigata. Right, let's connect to... what's the next one? Sapporo and Kyoto. That's really easy based on what we have here. So can we not just do this? Yeah. That has to be it. And then Sapporo, unfortunately, this one is a bit trickier. There's not a great way to do this. This is fine. 30, what's the cheapest? 409? Okay, that's not bad, is it? And Sapporo, 1.3, that'll do. There we go. Hang on, is this usable? No. No, it's not, although we could probably get, like, one-way trains going. Okay, that's the bronze. So that's the silver taken care of, technically. We don't want the 3-truck Shay. Like, it's just not... it's such an expensive train for such a slow train. That's kind of the problem with it, you see. Alright, now we need to sort of go all the way down here. And we'll have to make a route coming this way. So, that'll be about another... I mean, this isn't too bad, is it? Yeah, that's actually... oh, that was expensive. Yeah. Hiroshima. Hang on, is there a cheaper way to do this? 600 and... yeah, okay, that's fine. This is it, no? Kagoshima. We actually had enough money to do all of this. There it is. Right. We've done it, I believe. No, we haven't. What's going on here? I think one of these stations might be a bit messed up. Because if I'm not mistaken, I swear I've met the requirements. Maybe I'm not hauling 50 loads a year. That is also a possibility. So perhaps we can do something fun with this since we've got it there. It's actually relatively flat. We could go from Kyoto or alternatively Osaka, which has a lot going on here. It has a stupid amount of... right, nope, that's it. We have done it. Glory to the victor. We did this with, what, 16, 17 years to spare? Well done us.
The Emperor of Japan has included you in his imperial court. Wow, getting a little big for your britches, eh? Nice job. If you're ready for a less regal but equally challenging trial, head down under.
Yep, the next one takes place in southern Australia. This is an interesting one, actually. It's a very interesting scenario, so I'm looking forward to this. I barely remember it. I just remember that you can't actually build in this middle section here, and you kind of have to choose which side you want to build on, and then it gets a bit awkward there when you have to try and get resources through. But there's a little trick to it. But anyway, that is for the next one. Hope you enjoyed that. That was the Samurai Rides an Iron Horse. A lot of fun. Alright, thanks for watching everybody, and I shall see you all next time.